Hello, my name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for September 1st, 2021. Right, so I'm not even sure what I was talking about. I should be sure what I was talking about. It was this morning. I shouldn't be doing this. I should be getting ready for classes for July. So I've got like 5 or 6 weeks of classes coming up. So getting through August gets me through the time period I'm scared of, but still I'm doing this. So I was talking about probability. People don't understand probability very well. Actually, I probably ought to look a little more into that. Unfortunately, for my for the actual classes that I teach for the money makers, right? That's not a big idea. That's not a big important thing. Is how do we interpret probability? However, there are a couple of classes that are not big money makers, but they are they're still service classes. They're still classes I can teach, and I get to play with fun stuff. Whereas I'm not sure. Whereas with the money makers, it's pretty standard stuff. I was reading an interesting comment by a student. And it wasn't directed directly at me. It was directed at all the teachers, all the physics professors. Now, this is usually bad. If all the physics professors are the same, then probably it's not an issue. But it's not that all the physics professors are the same. And she said, oh, they're really smart, but things they test and things they teach aren't the same thing. Well, now, obviously, if you were to ask a physics professor, are these the same things? The answer would be yes, right? So really, it's a question of studying methods, but rather than but the different classes, we have different standards, so there are different things that show up. And I'm not completely sure if this is true, but I think that same problem gets levied at us in different classes. So I may or may not have told you this, but the administration did something really awful, right, where they stopped grading us on student evaluations, which are, because they're subjective, and they're right. Student evaluations aren't really a very good way to judge how well you're teaching, right? You need objective standards. I mean, I have my own things for checking, right, whether or not students, I have my own sort of third-party standards. So, and in that case, I literally do not teach the factoids, not facts, but factoids that appear in those things. I thought I went through these. This is 2. This is too empty. I really don't like it. That doesn't make sense to me. It shouldn't be that empty. I just don't believe this is a oh crap. That would have been good way over there if what I believe is true. Okay, well, I can't find it, right? My brain tells me there's something there, but I've been through the entire range. I did the 5 searches there several times. Then I just sort of happened to wander into it. So it's annoying. Okay, now we're jelly fighting. Invisible jelly fighting. Okay. Broadsword. Let's see. The jellies have been blind today. That's good. Because this is not a particularly well positioned. Descent, wonderful. And detect magic finally. Although I guess it's on the wrong level. The broadsword is good, so that's really what I need to know. Okay. So that is worth it. Problem I'm having though is I need to hide in a corner for a short while. Okay. Oh, I just shattering. Let's see. No rings. Magic broadsword. Ring of clairvoyance is good. That was my magic broadsword. 9 things. 8 things. Okay, the only problem here is I do have to make my way back over this way. I already knew what that scroll was. Oh well. Move, Chris. Totems don't count as enemies. I don't know what's around that corner, but it's too late now. Let's not chase bats. Turrets don't count as enemies either. So it was +1, so it wasn't really great. Good enough for what we're doing. Don't have a identify. Move down there, so I have to make my way over there. Okay.